Oh, I pressed the red button and it records. Hello! Hello! Are you there, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Pickups here on the Instagram and or YouTube. Wherever you are watching from, we say thank you for joining us here today. So yeah, man, kind of leaving off where we were last week. I know we were talking about a handful of CDs in there. I got a lot of shit for Kenny Loggins, dude. I swear, dude. Some random fan was like standing outside my work waiting for me, dude. And all of a sudden, dude, I turned the corner and I was like, "Wow!" Right in the stomach. He was like, "That's for listening to Kenny Loggins." I was like, "Whoa, never again! I'll never bring up Kenny Loggins on the pickup videos ever again." So apparently, I gotta watch myself and or file a police report. So one of the two. So all right, let's go ahead and just jump on in, dude. We got 5 or 6 different cool things here to talk about. Like I said, we're kind of leaving off. Pick it up where we left off last week, which is some cool CDs here. I got the brand new Mighty Bosstones CD, When God Was Great. I don't know, God is always great, so I don't really understand the cover here. Maybe I should listen to the CD, and the explanation will come within the songs there. So yeah, man, this is a brand new album here from the Mighty Bosstones. And to tell you the truth, man, outside of like the single, The Final Parade, which was like this epic like ska. Like he like basically the Bosstones included like basically any members from every single ska band that's ever existed. It felt like, dude, there were so many people on that song. If you haven't listened to it, definitely check out The Final Parade, Bosstones here. But the cool thing about this album is actually that it came out on Hellcat Records, as you can see there. Hellcat Records, owned by Tim Armstrong. So that's cool as shit that Hellcat Records has the Mighty Bosstones. I mean, dude, they got Grade 2, which they're an awesome punk band from like England, and they're fucking badass. Actually, if you have not listened to Grade 2, man, Island of Danger, I think, is the name of one of their albums. That's the last one that I got. I only have the one. They have like 3 albums out. I only have one of them. But they're fucking cool, dude. Like I said, I don't have a lot to say because I haven't gotten to really listen to the whole album as of yet. But I did get this in the mail here recently, so I definitely. I'm not having to work from the office. So this week, I'm definitely going to be listening to some CDs, and the Mighty Bosstones is definitely on my short list. So I know, I'm like we may get beat up, for a Kenny Loggins CD, but like this is kind of like, I don't know, off brand for me. I don't know if you'd say that. I don't know, because like we, we're on this on these shows, and we talk a lot about punk rock music, dude. But I do love some hip hop, like mainly like. Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, the Beastie Boys, Notorious B.I.G., anything from the 90s, 80s, even some newer stuff, which is kind of what I'm getting around to. I picked up Post Malone Stoney, okay? Now, people are like, what the fuck? Kevin Porter listens to Post Malone? So, funny story about Post Malone here. I was driving probably like in 2015 or 2016 down on like freaking South 1st Street, and I could pull up to a red light up there on Nob Hill, and I look over to my left, and like I had my window down because it was like summertime, and I see these 2 dudes like talking to each other and like looking over me, and like I just like looking over like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Hey, man." I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" They're like, "Hey, man, you look like Post Malone." And at the time, dude, I had no idea who the fuck Post Malone was, dude. And I was like, "Who?" So I looked him up on the internet. I was like, "Not really. I don't think I look like fucking Post Malone." This is face tattoo Post Malone, which I don't know, man. I mean, it's cool, dude. If you get face tattoos are cool, man. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever gonna get a tattoo, so it's not me. It's not for me to comment when it comes to tattoos and all that shit. But this album, this is really the only album I've listened to of his. Actually, I did listen to the one that came out after this, but I couldn't really relate to it too much. It was all about doing cocaine. I was like, man, I gave up cocaine so many years ago, So yeah, no, dude. But you can see the album cover there. It's a bunch of cigarette butts. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I used to smoke cigarettes. So yeah, that's cool. It doesn't even have the track listings on the back there. It's kind of a lot of wasted space, if you ask me. It's cool that they still put out. You gotta wonder, for all the people that listen to Post Malone, like how many people actually bought and own a physical CD of Post Malone's, right? That's kind of a novelty in today's day and age, in a sense. Buying a brand new, album and actually getting it on CD rather than, I mean, people get it on vinyl maybe. But again, I haven't gotten to listen to this as of yet. I listened to it a couple years ago. And I don't know, man. It was only like $10, dude. So I was like, dude, why not pick up Post Malone, dude? And next we got Lagwagon Hoss, dude. So this is a little bit more up my alley, a little bit more on base. So this is quite possibly the best Lagwagon album that I never really had listened to. It's one of the reeditions from Fat Records, but so it comes with bonus tracks. So out of the original 14 tracks that are on Haas, you get an additional 12. It looks like a lot of demos, a couple songs that just I would imagine just didn't make the cut, but this is the album with like violins, Move the Car, Sleep, Razor Burns on here. It's just, I don't know. For some reason, dude, I just never got really around to listening to this, dude. But like once I got this one in the mail, so I've had this one for probably about 2-3 weeks now at this point. I listened to this one a couple different times, man. I got it converted on MP3, so I'm able to listen in my car also. And this is definitely such a good album, dude. I totally cannot recommend this more. Lagwagon Haas, man. Oh shit. Tell that son of a bitch to bring his horse down here. So, all right. So now we're moving on to a couple different movies that we got in the mail here this week. The first one now, tell you the truth, I've never seen this movie. Okay, and literally the only reason I picked this up was because I haven't seen this on Blu-ray. Trying to see the year. Okay, wow, so this Blu-ray's actually been around since 2015, but I haven't really seen it too much. It wasn't that expensive, really. So it was Robert Englund was Freddy. Now he is the Phantom of the Opera, the motion picture, dude. So this was Robert Englund trying to get away from Freddy Krueger, which he kind of looks like Freddy Krueger, if you can kind of see in that video there, or up close. So I remember the video cover of this when I was a kid, and to be honest, I may have seen this. I know I'd seen the 976 Evil, which is the one Robert Englund directed, so it may be that I'm thinking of. So I don't think I've seen this, but it is a Scream Factory release, so that's fucking badass. I actually didn't realize that until just now. I just thought maybe this was like a studio release, but no, straight up, this is Scream Factory. I mean, Orion MGM. I mean, okay, that's what originally where this came out of. And then the guy that does the special effects is Kevin Yeager. He did Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, and Face Off, dude. I mean, obviously, instant classic. Jonathan. Oh my god, John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Like, come on, man, get your shit together, dude. But this is cool. I maybe this will be a feature in the Mouth of Madness episode. I don't know, man. Again, don't know when I'm gonna sit down and watch this one, but I think I do need to put this on the short list. It should just be standard that anything you buy, you should just watch right away. All right. So this next one here is, I've never seen either one of these films either, but again, it's a Scream Factory double feature, which I just like getting the Scream Factory double features. Typically they're under $20, and you get two movies that like are probably like, on, are somewhat of a cult classic, I would imagine, but still, I don't know, Scream Factory, anything Scream Factory is going to put out, dude, I'm willing to put my time into watching, because I think Scream Factory is a decent company. But we got the Ghost House and the Witchery, dude. So just based off seeing the cover right there for Ghost House, I was kind of bought and sold on it just based on that. I mean, like, yeah, okay, the Witchery's got David Hasselhoff and Linda Blair, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, reading the back here, dude, it was saying that the Ghost House and the Witchery were released in Italy as part of the infamous La Casa series. So these two highly unusual horror films are essential viewing for fans of cult cinema. So I guess we can consider ourselves a fan of cult cinema. So, yeah, I did pick this one up, man. Let's take a look here. I mean, it's pretty, not too much going on there. It's just one disc. I mean, you can kind of see that it is kind of not necessarily a flip around, but you got it some, here, let's see if I can take that out. Kind of see there. Hopefully you can see it. I can't really see the camera from that view, so I can't tell what's on being filmed right there, but nonetheless, Ghost House and the Witchery, man. So I think actually Ghost House is probably the one I'm gonna watch first. Look at that shit, dude. Come on, dude. Who doesn't want to watch that? So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So here is the first time we're featuring it on any of these pickup videos, but we got a little bit of professional wrestling, dude. Now I know, not everybody out there is a fan of professional wrestling. I posted like a picture here. I found like just a picture of some random like old video store wrestling rental section, and I posted it up, and I think people may have misconstrued it thinking it was actually my VHS collection that they were looking at, but turns out it wasn't. I made the comment on there that, man, I really do think my personal collection could stand the test in any given video store. So I don't know, I should have been a little bit more specific, but it's not like I got punched in the stomach or something outside outside the local Denny's or something over it. But no, dude. If you were to like, yeah, in that picture, dude, I pretty much owned almost every single one of those videotapes here. And so these are two videos that I have. The first one is it pretty much almost completes my SummerSlam collection. Okay, I own every single WWE SummerSlam outside of the very newest one, and I think like 2017 or some shit, dude. But SummerSlam 1991, a match made in heaven and a match made in hell, dude. You got the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan taking on. Oh, fuck, dude. Who the fuck did they take on? It was like the Natural Disaster. Oh, no, it's off to the side. Sergeant Slaughter and Colonel Mustafa and General Adnan with Sid Justice as a special referee. So it's like when Sid Justice first made his debut in the WWF, because later that, in 92 or whatever, it's at the WrestleMania that year. That's when Sid Justice and Hulk Hogan took on each other. But yeah, man, this one holds near and dear to a lot of people's hearts that were wrestling fans back in the 90s. It's when Macho Man marries Miss Elizabeth on camera, man. And then afterwards at the I'm trying to think here, the catering event, the post-wedding reception. I don't know, maybe that's a better word, Kevin. But that's where the Undertaker and Jake Roberts attack the Macho Man. We get a legendary run of the Macho Man taking on Jake the Snake with the Undertaker in his corner, man. So a very young Undertaker. He'd only been in the WWF less than a year at this point. But dude, this is just, I mean, this also has the classic Bret the Hitman Hart versus Mr. Perfect Intercontinental Championship match. I mean, that made Bret Hart basically. So you can go and see the VHS tape there. I always pop these in when I first get them just to, again, make sure that, which I'm just going to put that back later because now the stupid case, as you can tell, it's in one of those like clamshells, and like normally I don't like buying them in the clamshells, but like it really pissed me off because I got a good fucking price on that, dude, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to eat it. That's why it's a lot cheaper, it's because it's in the fucking clam case and the cover's all cut up. But so whatever, I got it, and then like the next day I'm on there again and I see that there is actually a copy of the SummerSlam 91 for pretty much the same exact price that I fucking paid for in its full case, not cut up, dude. So fucking whatever, dude. All right, dude, we got to get out of here. Royal Rumble 1991, that's our final thing for today, dude. Which, just look at that fucking cover, dude. I got a poster of this actually out of my foyer before you walk into the office here. But this is the famous one where the Ultimate Warrior loses the WWF Championship to turning a heel, Sergeant Slaughter from back during the Gulf War. He was siding with Iraq. So, dude, probably some of the maybe a low point for WWF at that point. I don't know, dude. But I just like, dude, look at that, man. You got the Macho Man, Randy Savage, Texas Tornado, Mr. Perfect, Tugboat, Rick the Model Martel, Jake the Snake, then the Ultimate Warrior, man. So I thought this was actually this one. It's funny because I got this and I actually thought this was the 1990 Royal Rumble. I just recently watched the 1990 Royal Rumble on the WWE Network, and I thought it was this one. So I thought it was that one that I was getting, but I was like, fuck, this is a completely different event. So it's pretty cool, man. I don't know, dude. I don't want to spoiler alert. 30 years later, Hulk Hogan wins this Royal Rumble, but I mean, that's an iconic cover right there for any WWF fan. So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our pickup video this week here on Instagram and YouTube. Definitely go check out brand new episodes of Video Rental Chaos. Dude, we are out. Dude, Nightmare on Elm Street just dropped on Friday. One of my favorite openings, dude. Honestly, one of my favorite sketches I've ever done was that episode. It's fun as shit, dude. And then we got a brand new episode of the podcast no one listens to. Which, dude, you can find that here on our Instagram. Well, you can't find the podcast no one listens to on the Instagram. You got to go to the YouTube page or subscribe on Apple, iTunes. It's the same thing, dude. Spotify and any other podcast outlet. So, ladies and gentlemen, all right, cool. Kevin Porter. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.